Welcome to the Grand Ulm Cathedral. To be completely honest, calling it a cathedral is actually inaccurate. Technically, it's only a church, as it has never been the seat of a bishop. However, the structure as such is so grand that many people assume it's a cathedral and still call it that. For this reason, we will refer to it as a cathedral throughout this guide. In the 14th century, the old church of Ulm was located outside the walled city. The burghers of Ulm decided to erect a new church within the perimeters of the city and to finance the cost of the construction themselves. In 1377, the foundation stone for the new, massive project was laid. The original plan was to build a cathedral with 3 spires of the same height. However, the plans were changed when the original foreman, Heinrich Paller, passed on the work to his brother Michael. Later, one of the master masons of the time, Ulrich von Ensingen, had the vision of one single spire rising high into the sky and dominating the others. Thus, the concept was changed, and a massive single spire would be built instead. The construction of the cathedral continued until the work came to a standstill in 1492, when 2 stones from the vault crashed into the congregation during a mass. At that time, the towers had reached about half their height. After the incident, the foreman left overnight, and outside expertise from master builders were brought in. During the early 16th century, repairs, alterations, and adjustments were made, which saved the cathedral, but the passion for the project was gone. Due to the religious reformation and the fact that they were running out of money, the council decided to stop the work on the building in 1543. For 300 years, only smaller repair works were carried out, until the cathedral was classified as a ruin in 1838. By then, the people had once again found the will to finish the church. Funds were raised, taxes were imposed, and the sovereigns were called upon. Finally, in 1890, the final stone was laid. The cathedral has a total of 13 bells, ranging in weight from 40 kilos up to almost 5,000 kilos. The heaviest bell, the Gloriosa, was cast in Stuttgart in 1956 and weighs 4,912 kilos. Until 1953, the bells were rung by hand. Since then, it has been done mechanically. Every year, at 7:15 p.m. on the 17th of December, the Gloriosa is rung for 15 minutes as a reminder of the bombardment of Ulm in 1944. Now, what bombardment am I talking about? Well, during the Second World War, the city of Ulm was heavily bombed. During the heaviest air raid, on December the 17th, 330 Allied bombers dropped 1,449 tons of bombs during a 25-minute raid. German barracks, military hospitals, and lorry factories were the main targets. But 81% of the city center was also destroyed. Hundreds of people were killed, and 25,000 were left homeless. However, the cathedral remained standing amongst all the ruins. Most likely because of its historical value and because it could be utilized as a navigational landmark for the Allied bombers. One special treasure within the cathedral is the foundation stone relief. This piece of art, which can be found to the right of the seats, is a vision of the hard work to come in the process of building the cathedral. The stone pictures the former mayor of Ulm, Lutz Kraft, and his wife as they place a model of the cathedral on the shoulders of the foreman. If you take a look at the stone, you will see that the foreman and architect, Heinrich Paller, looks rather worried about the size of the project that he's gotten himself into. In retrospect, I guess you could say Heinrich was right. When looking at the outside of the cathedral, you will see that all the pillars and decorations are pointing upwards towards the sky. This is a symbol for trying to reach up to heaven, which is typical of Gothic architecture. Also, take a close look at the roof of the main hall, near the spire. There you will see the statue of a small sparrow, which happens to be the symbol of the city of Ulm. This is hardly surprising, as the city is full of sparrow symbols. The citizens of Ulm even call themselves Spatzen, meaning sparrows. The story behind this is that during the transportation of material for the cathedral construction, workers had a problem entering the gate with an overloaded cart. According to the legend, a sparrow flew by with a long straw in its mouth. The sparrow flew to its nest and turned the straw lengthwise to push it into the narrow space. Instantly the coin dropped for the workers, who then rearranged the material on the cart to fit the entrance of the gate. Today, the Ulm Minster, as the cathedral is called, can boast being the largest church in southern Germany and being the tallest church in the world. The main tower is an impressive 161 meters tall. If you are neither claustrophobic nor afraid of heights and in the mood for some exercise, you can always walk up the 768 steep stairs that lead up to the viewing platform in the spire. From 141 meters above the ground, you will get a spectacular view of the region.